You've talked about accessibility of the current sheriff and the sheriff's office. Is there anything else that you would change about the way he's operating that office?
The first and foremost on our platform is accreditation. It's important. It's been sort of neglected. The incumbent's been in office for 15 years. They've made it a priority at different points, but they never followed through. Many of the other offices around are in their initial assessments for accreditation, and what that does is it gives the citizens, it gives an oversight from an outside board, DCJS, and down in Richmond. But so somebody else has an opportunity to streamline and make your agency more professional. So that's my intent. We need to get accredited. We need citizens involved.
Is there a cost that makes it prohibitive, or is it just the time that would be involved? What would you have to do to make sure that happens?
Well, they send mentors. DCJS sends mentors from agencies that have already done it, that facilitate you through the process. There's some costs in housing them when they spend, but there's also a $290 entrance fee. Okay. There's going to be costs in equipment upgrades, but the mandate of accreditation, currently they fire their weapons to use of force at best once a year. They don't do low light, and they're doing it because of budget constraints. Accreditation will mandate that you fire your weapons multiple times, you do less lethal tactics. These are things that are important to the community. And that you'll fire your weapon as you would at night, you know, with flashing lights. And in the 12 years I was there, we never practiced that. So these things are mandated by increased professional standards.
So would you want to ask for more funding from the county? Does the sheriff's office need more funding to have that increased training? And
No. Currently, they're funded very well in comparison to the agencies around. They have picked up, they have pet projects, and they've gotten them granted, but like motorcycles, they've gotten motorcycles and ATVs and other things. I think we could do it more efficiently, and the accreditation standard states that it will be run more efficiently under accreditation.
So it's more a question of just reallocating the resources they are getting, using them more efficiently.
Absolutely. They have a $4 million budget just for the sheriff's office, and then $2 million for the jails. They have more money by far than other agencies around. So.
When it comes to personal safety, and as you look at protecting the residents of Louisa County, what are you worried about? What do you think needs to improve in the county that you'd work to improve as the sheriff?
Well, currently there's inflexible scheduling, so on certain weekends there will be 3 deputies out. I would switch the scheduling, always make it on certain, like 4th of July weekend and on other weekends, that there would be excess deputies. A lot of the deputies have to go to court, so they're working overtired. To get from a hot call on Orange County line all the way down to Holly Grove, that deputy running code for a fight is spent when he gets there.
Sure.
So we need to make sure that the deputies are out in bona fide, they're satellite offices. One would be Holly Grove. We need one near the nuclear power plant. As someone suggested, the Food Line parking lot. These are things, and they should do their work from there, and if something happens in town, which has its own police department, they can fall back. But they should be out in the community, and rarely do they need to come back to the office.